Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we'll try to complete this chapter. Yes, Mataji, just. Mataji, you can post the attendance link after like maybe half an hour. Okay, so we'll start. So from 14th, sloka number 14. Okay, so the first chapter is basically the questions by the sages of Naimisharanya, and they ask 6 questions, right? And to Sudha Goswami, who's the speaker, and Bhagavatam is basically explaining these 6 questions, right? Okay, so here as the third question was why, okay, so we covered this, that why did Krishna appear as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva, and then continuing with the glories of the holy name. So holy names glories have been explained in the next few slokas. Okay, so from sloka 14 onwards, it's about glorifying the, I think 14 we finished, right? Even unconsciously chanting holy name liberates one.
Yes, 14
yes. So 15 says, Yatpada Samshay, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Yatpada Samshraya Suta, Munaya Parama Prasamayana, Sadhya Punanti Upasprishta, Swardhuni Apo Anu Sevaya. So it says, O Sudha, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the water of Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use. So here it is said, pure devotees can also purify you, right? But then Ganges water. Okay, Ganges water can purify you after prolonged use. Like even after taking one dip in Ganges water, you won't get purified. You have to keep repeatedly taking. But moment association with pure devotees can purify you immediately. Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastra Hoy. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. So can you put in the chat what is lava? Type in the chat. Lava. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. So what is lava? How much is lava? It says pure devotees can purify us. They are more powerful. Okay, association of devotees, but what time? How long you have to associate with devotees? Fraction of a second, how much fraction? Is it
1 by 11 of a second?
1 by 11. So that is what is lava. 1 by 11th, okay? Just imagine, a second means what? Just like this, that second. And if you divide that second to 11 times, that 1 by 11th is lava matra sadhasanga. So 1 by 11th of a second, if you associate with a pure devotee, you can immediately get purified. So in the purport, Prabhupada mentions, pure devotees of the Lord are more powerful than the water of the sacred Ganges. Why? Because one can derive spiritual benefit out of prolonged use of Ganges water. But one can be sanctified at once by the mercy of a pure devotee of the Lord. At once, immediately you can get purified. Okay. So pure devotees. So pure devotees whose only business is to serve Krishna, right? And that's why they are called Prabhupada. What do you mean by Prabhupada? That's a meaning for Prabhupada.
One who serves the lotus feet of the Lord.
Prabhu is what? Pada means what?
Prabhu is the Lord,
Lord
Pada is
and
the
Pada is
representative,
the
lotus feet.
lotus
Okay.
feet.
The
So
lotus feet.
somebody who serves or somebody who takes the position. Actually, Prabhu is God and Pada means the position also. So somebody who can be equivalent to the position or somehow representing or serves the lotus feet. Yes, Pada. So it's not only A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami is Prabhupada, even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Prabhupada, Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, you say. So Prabhupada means, but then for us, our Prabhupada is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada, right? So for us, Prabhupada means, but in Gaudiya, if you go and say about Prabhupada, they know, they think they take as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they call him as Prabhupada. And for Bhakti Vedanta Swami, so Prabhupada for us is actually our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, who's a founder Acharya of ISKCON with love. Initially, Prabhupada was called as what? When he went to America?
Swamiji.
Swamiji, yeah, they used to call like Swamijis like that, Swamijis like this. Then slowly they started calling him with love as Prabhupada, and then it continued. Okay, so pure devotees can purify you by a moment of association, right? Ganges water purify you by repeated taking bath. So this can be your Bhakti Vaibav question about this associating with pure devotees. Any example you can think of? Somebody getting purified immediately? Pure devotee association. Immediately, yeah.
Mataji, when the prostitute came in association with the Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur. So
The
when she came
prostitute,
in association.
yes.
Yeah.
What else? Who else?
Jagai
Jagamadai with Nityananda Prabhu. Who
Madai.
else?
Mrigari.
Mrigari. Then Ratnakar with
Ratna.
Narada. Narada Muni himself, right? He was serving the Bhaktivedanta association. So Bhakti Lata Beach is like the tender plant, right? Association is compared to what? Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhakti Lata Beach, you say. So the Bhakti Lata Beach,
Watering the tree. Yeah.
watering is Shravanam and Kirtanam.
So
Shravanam and Kirtanam is watering. The Bhakti Lata Beach. What is association compared to? You have a Bhakti Lata Beach, you are like a gardener and you're planting the Bhakti Lata Beach in your heart, you're watering it with Shravanam and Kirtanam, even sunlight. And then that is all Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, all the devotional services, the watering and nourishment. Then what else you do? You have to take care of the weeds, you have to take care of the mad elephant, the Hati Mata, the Vaishnava Parad. You have to take care of the weeds, which is, what are the weeds? 6 weeds of devotional service. This is Bhakti
Offenses.
Vaibav.
What are offenses? Weeds are the offenses.
No. Offense is Vaishnava offense. That is the mad elephant. What are the weeds? Weeds of devotional service. Sarita Mataji.
sense gratification.
No. What are the weeds? 6 weeds. Duplicity or putinati. That is in one place you are one way and the other place in one way. That is putinati. Then Jiva Himsa. That is disturbing other living entities. Then Nishitachar, not following the 4 relative principles. Then Mana, Puja, and Pratishtha. These are the 6 weeds in devotional service. You need to take care of it, pluck them out. Then only your like Bhakti Lata Beach will grow. Now, Bhakti Lata Beach has to grow, pierce the material universe, go to the spiritual world, take shelter of the lotus feet of Radha Govinda, Radha Krishna, and then fructify with Krishna Prem. Now, how will a creeper grow? It can't just grow on the ground. It has to go up. So it need a big, strong support, like a stick on which, sometimes a big tree, a strong tree on which the creeper can climb on, right? That is association. If that creeper, that stick is not there, the creeper cannot go up. So that means association is very, very important for our advancement. Okay. When we associate with devotees, what will happen? Sada prasangan mama virya sandito bhavandi hritkarna rasayana kata tajoshanadasa apavarga vartmani shraddha radir bhakti anukramishati. So Kapila Dev says, third canto of Bhagavatam, he says that if you associate with devotees, what happens? And you start hearing Harikatha, then pure devotional service will grow in you. So this is the glory of association. So we need to associate with devotees, and pure devotees can purify us immediately. Okay. So they are also like Tirtha Kurvan Ditirthani. So a pure devotee is also called as Tirtha. Why? Because wherever they go, they carry Krishna in their heart, like Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada have created Vrindavan all over the world, because of that. 17th sloka is the 4th question which they are asking. that tell us about the adventures the Lord performed in his incarnations. Tasya karmani udharani parigitani surbi bruhi na shraddadhanana leelaya dhadadakala. His transcendental acts are magnificent and gracious, and great learned sages like Narada sing of them. Please, therefore, speak to us. We're eager to hear about the adventures he performs in his various incarnations. So he's asking about different Leela avatars of the Lord. So here you can mention what are the different classification of incarnations of Krishna. Classification, not I'm asking the different incarnations, the broad classification. How do you classify?
Gunavataras,
Leela Avatar, Manvantar Avatar,
Avatara,
Avatar, Leela Avatar, Manvantar Avatar,
Purusha
Purusha
Avatar,
Avatar.
Manvantara Avatar,
Shakti Avesha Avatar, Manantara Avatar, Guna Avatar, Leela
Purusha Avatar,
Avatar. Okay, what are the Purusha avatars?
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
No.
Garbhodakshaya
Okay.
Vishnu.
Sorry,
Mahavishnu,
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu,
Yeah.
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and Karnadakshaya Vishnu. What about Guna avatar?
Brahma, Vishnu,
Brahma,
Mahesh,
Vishnu, Mahesh.
and Shiva.
Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. Okay. What about Leela avatar?
Leela Avatar,
Narsimha,
Matsya
Rama,
Avatar, Kurma
Varaha,
Avatar,
Matsya,
Matsya Kur,
Okay, all. Okay, Lord Rama, Matsya, Kurma, all that will come. What about Shakti Avesha avatar?
Veda Vyas,
Vyasdev Mataji.
Parshuramji,
And Narad Muni. Even Narad Muni comes as Shakti Avesha avatar. Manvantara avatar?
The Manus, all the
Swayambhu
Manus.
Manu,
Yeah, Swayambhu
Swayambhu Manu.
Manu and all the Manus.
And what did we skip? What else? Yuga avatar.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very good. He's a Kali Yuga avatar. Okay, so these are the different broad classification, 6 broad classification. How many avatar Lord has?
Unlimited, Mataji.
Good. What are the analogy Prabhupada mentions? It's compared to what? Like? Unlimited like?
universes.
No.
Stars
Unlimited like? No. What is that you can't count? In the sense,
Stars.
keeps happening. It keeps happening. Not like stars. What are stars? Stars can be shooting stars. It can fall down. Will Krishna fall down? He's Achyuta. How can you compare Krishna to star? He's Chandra. It's Vrindavan Chandra. You can compare Krishna to moon. Nakshatranam Hamshashi. He's not a star. He's a moon. One moon is enough, as it says. It's compared to the waves of the ocean. Can you count the waves of the ocean? It keeps coming, it keeps coming. And sometimes it's big tide, high tide, like Narasimhadev is so powerful and Parshuram. Sometimes it's a like small wave, like Vamanadev. So that's how Krishna's, you know what analogy Prabhupada gives this? That some incarnation comes as small power, some will come as big power. What is the analogy Prabhupada mentions? And does anyone know? It's a Bhakti Vaibav standard question. I think it will come in the 3rd chapter now, 1st canto. Like, for example, there is a powerhouse, okay? And it has to give small power to a small house. There is a small hut, which one 9-volt bulb or something. They're very poor. They have only that much. So the powerhouse can supply electricity to that house. And also next to that house, there's a big industrial area where there's a lot of machines and they need a lot of electric, 3-phase and so much of electricity required. The powerhouse can supply power to that industrial city or industry and also to the house. Does that mean the powerhouse is not capable of giving high power? No, it can give high power to wherever it's needed. It can give low power to another place. But the power is coming from the powerhouse. Similarly, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. He can have different incarnation. He can have incarnation like Narasimhadev, which needs a lot of power to kill Hiranyakashipu, like even Parashuram to kill all the Kshatriyas 21 times. He can also become like Lord Ram or like Vamanadev, who's very sweet and cute and doesn't need much power. Okay, so this is the analogy that is given, that a powerhouse can supply power to a small house also, to a big industry also. So similarly, Krishna can give his power to some avatar, and he can not give much power to another. Doesn't mean Krishna is powerless. No, that he is using that power only required for that particular leela. He's not wasting his energy for that. That's a big and nice analogy Prabhupada mentions there. Okay, so they're asking, what about the Leela avatar of the Lord? We want to know about the different Leela avatar of the Lord. And the purport Prabhupada mentions that Krishna had, all this avatar have come, and Krishna does lot of Leelas or pastimes. So why Krishna is doing this Leela? Why Krishna has to do Leelas? Why is he doing all this Leela? Yes?
So that his devotees can understand him properly.
Yes, devotees can understand him, and he want to attract the fallen souls. So
Attract.
the main reason with Krishna appears or Krishna does his pastimes is to give pleasure to his devotees and also to attract the pure conditioned souls, or to because we forgot Krishna, and now Krishna wants to attract us through his pastimes and remind us that we have to go back home, back to God. Okay, so the 18th question, sloka is about the 5th question that they are asking. Tell us about the pastimes of the Lord in his multi-incarnations. Okay. Adakya hi harir dhiman avatara kada subaha leela vidatatam swairam ishwarasyatma mayaya. O Vaisuda, please narrate to us the transcendent pastimes of the Supreme Godhead's multi-incarnations. Such auspicious adventures and pastimes of the Lord, the Supreme Controller, are performed by his internal powers. For the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the material worlds, the Supreme Lord Personality of Godhead himself appears in many thousands of forms of incarnation. And the specific adventures found in those transcendental forms are all auspicious. Both those who are present during such activities and those who hear the transcendental narrations of such activities are benefited. So somebody who's hearing it and somebody who's there. So even hearing, we are benefited, right, about Krishna's pastime. So it is not just some stories, but it is, if you hear some movie story, what happens? It's just fake things. Most of the movies are like mental concoction. It's just created by the directors and all that. Some, yes, some are actually what happened, but then it's not giving pleasure to you. The pleasure is mainly to hear about Krishna's pastime. Okay. And whoever hears it with rapt attention, actually it is said that we can see Bhagavatam in every page, Krishna in every pages of Bhagavatam. That's what Prabhupada mentions. A pure devotee can see Krishna in every pages of Bhagavatam. And how? By rapt attention from the right speaker, the bona fide speaker. So the 5th question is to tell about the pastimes of the Lord in its multi-incarnation. So one is the Purusha avatar and one is Leela avatar. Okay, 19 says one can relish hearing his pastime at every moment. Vayam tuna Pyama Uttama Sloka Vikrame Yashrinvatam Rasatnyanam Swadu Swadu Pade Pade. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the personality of God, and is glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste for the transcendental relationship with him relish hearing of his pastime at every moment. So what does pure devotees do when they meet each other? Which is the 10th chapter, 9th sloka.
Sushyanti cha ramanti cha.
Yeah, what is the beginning? Machitta Matkada Prana.
Bodhiyam
Paraspara.
Paraspara.
Patchitta
Machitta Matkada Prana. Bodhayanda Parasparam Kadayandashamam Nityam Tushyan Vicharaman Vicha. So when pure devotees they meet, what happens? So this sloka indicates what? The Chatusloki 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, and 11. There is a classification, broad classification. What does it indicate? This sloka indicates which?
Abhidai Sambandha.
Very good. What, Mataji?
Sambandha.
Abhidai Prayojan.
Yeah, which part represents 10.9 out of Sambandha, Videya, and Prayojana? Which is 10.9?
Abhideya.
Abhidai.
What is the Videya?
Abhideya is the devotional service, Bhakti. The process
So devotional service. So 10.9 is the Avideya, the process by which we can. So 10.8 is Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Matta Sarvam Pravate. That's our relationship with Krishna. 10.9 is how to re-establish the lost relationship. That is how to practice the devotional service. That is the process. Okay, Avideya. And 10.10, 11 is the Prayojana, the goal.
Prayojana.
So here, when pure devotees, they meet, they hear about Krishna and they relish hearing. Prashyanticha, Rabandicha. They just enjoy hearing about Krishna. When we hear about Krishna, what happens? What's the first thing happening? First thing. Keep hearing about Krishna.
Get
What happens?
attracted to
Darpan
them.
Marjanam. Mataji, we are getting purified.
Purified.
Get
So what?
attracted to
we are attracted to Krishna, we get purified. So it says, Shrinvata Sukata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayandasta Abhadrani Vidinodi Surilsudam. Shrinvata Swakata Krishna. When you Shrinvata, hear about Krishna, what happens? Hridayandasta Abhadrani, all the Abhadras, all the Anarthas, Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Mohammed, Malsarya, and material desires. When that gets washed away, because of material desires, we are taking rebirth again and again and again. So all that gets washed away when you start hearing about Krishna. That's why Prabhupada says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, not Prabhupada, even Bhagavatam says that. Nityam Bhagavata, Ashtaprayesha Bhadreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, right? Every day we should have Bhagavat Sevya. Otherwise, okay, how many of you regularly attend 8 a.m. class? I know Sarita Mataji comes, I know
Most of the times I attend. Sometimes I miss.
even Sureshwari Priya Mataji comes. Shri Priya, okay. Only 2 or 3, 4 are attending. What about others? You're supposed to attend. Even Shri Pada Mataji attends. Others also should attend. See, if you attend Bhagavatam class daily, what happens? You're hearing from Namanishta Prabhu. And also that is he having a lot of realization. And every day when you keep hearing from a devotee, what happens through the parampara, then Bhagavatam get registered, you get realization. We are not going to sit and read sometimes. Okay, we read, but how much can we understand? So it's always good, especially you're doing Bhakti Vaibav, you have to hear from a pure devotee. Okay, from every day. Yes, if you're not hearing from ISKCON, at least some other, you have to keep hearing. And also you have to hear from Prabhupada also. You have to keep Prabhupada's lectures and keep hearing. Okay, so we can relish hearing the pastime at every moment. So the 20th sloka says about, it says, want to know specifically about the pastimes of Krishna and Balram. So Sudha Goswami, because that's the most cutest pastime, right? Krishna and Vrindavan. So they, Sudha Goswami, everyone, Shaunaka Rishis is asking Sudha Goswami to specifically talk about Krishna and Balram. Kritavan kila karmani saha ramena keshavaha ati martyani bhagavan udaka patamanshaha. Now, Sri Krishna, the personality of God, along with Balram, played like a human being, and so he performed many superhuman acts. Okay, so Ramena Keshavaha. Why Krishna is called Rama? What do you mean by Rama?
Mataji, he gives pleasure.
Atmaram.
Yeah, giving pleasure, right? Idi Rame, Idi Rama. So Ramendi, he gives you the pleasure. That is Rama. And Krishna, Keshava is? Why is called Keshava?
The one who killed Keshi demon.
The Keshi demon. So that's why he's called Keshava. So if you see that the Shavadar Stotra, it says, Keshavadrida Rama Sharira Jai Jagadish Hare. Or Keshavadrida Kurma Sharira Buddha Sharira. It's not given Keshavadrida Krishna Sharira. So how can you say Krishna is an incarnation? He is Avatari, Swayam Bhagavan. And Keshava, who killed the Keshi demon, is Krishna. So Krishna has come in all these form of incarnation. So Krishna is the fountainhead. He is the Sabam Bona. He is Swayam Bhagavan. Okay. Etesham Sakala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Indriyari Vaikulam Lauke Indatayanti Yuge. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Why is that word Swayam used? How is Krishna Swayam Bhagavan? You could have just said Krishna Bhagavan. But why is Swayam used?
No one is before him. He is the original. He is the origin.
Okay, he is the origin. Nobody is before him. Okay,
He's Asamardhava, Mataji. No one is
He's
equal to or superior to him.
Asamurda, very nice.
And
Asamurda.
and others are like all
It's
the
a
other
Param Satyam,
incarnations are
Mataji.
his plenary expansions.
Yes. So Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan in the sense, nobody makes Krishna Bhagavan. He is the Samam Bonam. He is the one without a second. Or in the sense, he is the source of everything, right? There is no source behind him. He is Swayam source in the sense, he's eternally the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he's the one without a second, Asamurda. Nobody is equal to him or greater than him. Matta paradaram nani kinjidasthidan and jayamayi sarvavidam protram sutre manigana iva. There is nobody equal to Krishna or superior to Krishna. Nobody above Krishna, nobody equal to Krishna. He is Swayam Bhagavan. And others are, as Mother said, yes, expansion of plenary portions of expansion. Krishna is Swayam Avatari. So that's a difference. So they specifically wants to know about Krishna. How come he came as his baby pastime? Like that's why when Devaki Mata was having Krishna with her in her womb, all the Devi Devatas came, right? And they want to see how this baby Krishna can come in a baby form, and they came to take blessings, and they came to offer prayers to Krishna. Okay, so about Krishna, Sri Krishna, especially the Vrindavan Leela, is very, very dear to all. And okay, so that's why they are asking, they want to know about that baby pastime of the Lord. 21 to 23, the last part of the chapter is about adopting the process of self-realization. Okay, it is said that the Kali is begun and we want to perform sacrifice by hearing Krishna Katha. That's the only process in Kali Yuga. Kalim agatam atnyaya kshetre asmin vaishnave vayam asina dirghashatrena katayam sakshana hare. Knowing well that the age of Kali has already begun, we are assembled here in this holy place to hear at great length the transcendental message of Godhead, and in this way perform sacrifice. So the sacrifice prescribed in Kali Yuga is Harer Nama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasteva 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 Gadaranyada. So 3 times it says Nasteva Nasteva Nasteva. What are the 3 things getting rejected in this sloka?
Only Bhakti is accepted.
That is true.
Bhakti yoga.
What are the 3 things getting rejected?
Karma yoga.
Jnana, dhyana.
Jnana yoga.
Karma
Karma,
yoga,
jnana,
and
dhyana.
Yeah. So all the other
Jnana.
yogas, karma, jnana, dhyana, ashtanga, all that is getting rejected. Only Bhakti Yoga can save us. So the best thing in Bhakti Yoga is Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. Who's the one who said, oh God, oh Lord, I want millions of ears and millions of tongues so that I can keep chanting and keep hearing a holy name? Who's the one who said that? All right, nobody knows.
I'm not getting the name, Mataji. I'm so sorry.
It was in NODA.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wrote and
I'm
wrote.
Mataji,
forgetting
the
the
one
name,
whose
Mataji.
eyes, who had pierced his eyes, Mataji. I'm sorry, not getting the name. Bilva Mangal Thakur. Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Okay,
No,
who else?
he told Mukti standing joined while folding hands at his doorstep.
Who else? Only Billumangalam Thakur?
I think even Haridas Thakur.
No.
Prithu Maharaj.
Ritu Maharaj, Hari Bol.
Yes.
Yes, and one more. Even Rupa Goswami have said the same thing. Prithu Maharaj have said the same thing. Good. Like I should have millions of ears and millions of tongues so that I can keep hearing Krishna's holy name and keep pouring him pouring the nectar. So in Kali Yuga, the only process is hearing Krishna Katha. Okay, Krishna Katha, Krishna's pastimes or Krishna's holy name or Nama Rupa Guna Leela. All this has to be heard. So Krishna's holy name. Now you are all in Bhakti Vaibav. You are in kind of that level 6 devotee, level 5 devotees. So that means you're all chanting 16 hours kind of senior. Now what should we do? We should see through your years. That's what seniors. Seniors doesn't mean how many years you're in the movement, how old are you? No. It really means how much year you have given to hear about Krishna. See through your years. You have to pibata bhagavata rasamalayam, right? Through your years. Karna rasamritam. So you have to drink Srimad Bhagavatam through your years. How much you hear about Krishna, that makes you advanced in Krishna consciousness. So in Kali Yuga, that's the only process left, right? So keep hearing. So now as you advance devotees, as you are going forward, what you're supposed to do is you have to concentrate on the quality of your japa. Keep hearing your holy name. When you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Okay. Did anyone of you record your own japa and heard? Did you record your japa and heard? Should not do consciously. You should, when you're chanting, just on the recording, and then you keep chanting one round, and then did you one or few minutes, and then did you hear the recording? Nobody?
No, Mataji.
Do it tomorrow.
Mataji.
Okay, all of you should do it tomorrow and just hear it. You'll see how funny our japa is. I was hearing my own japa and I was like, Hare, I was missing Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare was missing for me. And then again, I started with another Hare. And I was like, I'm chanting I'm not correct, chanting the whole mantra. One Hare is missing in my mantra. Then I became conscious. I'm like, Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. The last Hare was missing. So I was consciously putting effort in hearing that Hare. Then again I recorded, it was corrected. But then if you keep hearing your mantra, some of you will be chanting Krishna, Krishna. It won't be Krishna, it won't be Rama, it won't be Hare also. So keep recording your japa and hear. It's for your improvement. Just keep hearing and just see, okay? You can really improve on the quality of the japa. Now you work on the quality. What happens? You have to keep hearing. That's why it's not working. Process is not working on us because we are not hearing it properly. Out of all the 10 offense, which is the greatest offense to the holy name?
7th, Mataji.
No?
Inattentive.
The last
Inattentive
line of
chanting,
To
Mataji.
be offensive, I mean, to be inattentive while chanting.
Namaparadha.
10th one.
Nama Parad only. All these are 10 Nama
Nama
Parad. In that, the highest is
Mataji, 10th one. 10th, it is offensive to,
Inattentive
it
while
is
chanting the holy name of
Inattentive
God.
inattentive
chanting.
while chanting.
inattentive while chanting. That is the greatest offense. Inattentive while chanting. And what are we doing every day? Inattentive chanting. That index finger is outside your japa bag, and that is for what? Touch phones, right? Prabhupada, if he knew that touch phones would come, he wouldn't have made us allow this hole in that bead bag. Always this hand is used. Everyone, I think, almost everyone of us used it. Even I used it. Like so most of the times we do that. But actually, the phone should be away when you chant. It should be silent. It should not be unless and until it's very, very emergency. Like Sarita Mataji's doctor needs some emergency calls. But otherwise, you can't use it. And then what else? Okay, we'll be thinking like what to cook for breakfast, or which sari that Mataji was wearing last time, or why did she say like that? What happened? I need to buy so many things. So many thoughts come, especially when you sit for japa. So many thoughts will come, right? Till then, your mind will be vacant. The moment you sit for chanting, so many things. And the main enemy is sleep. Sleeping during japa. So all this we need to control, and we need to hear the holy name correctly. First thing is record your own japa and hear. Just see, am I hearing Hare? Am I chanting Hare Krishna and Rama correctly? Okay, and just see how long you're taking. Record one whole round and see, are you taking 7 to 8 minutes for your one round? That's perfect japa. Just record and see for yourself. Don't share it with anyone. Just hear to yourself. Okay, done. This will be your homework for tomorrow. And 22nd says, we accept you as a captain of the ship, the scriptures, to cross over the ocean of Kali. Twamna sandarshito datra dushtaram nishtitirshatam kalim satvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam. We think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that we may accept you as a captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. So it is said that the scriptures are like actually the boat. This human body is also compared to a boat, and the captain is who?
Spiritual master. Mataji.
The
Spiritual master.
Very good. So spiritual master is the captain. The waves are the Vedas, the scriptures, and it's going right to cross the ocean of Kali. So to cross the ocean, we need to have scriptures. If we don't follow scriptures, then what happens?
We will be just pretenders,
Yes, like
demons and
Yes.
Shruti
Like say-
Smriti Puranadi Pancharatrim Vidim Vina Ekandige Harir Bhakti Utpaideva Kalpate. You don't follow Shruti, Smriti, Puranas, and you do Ekandige Harir Bhakti, alone you're doing Hari Bhajan, then Utpaideva Kalpate, you cause disturbance in the society. Like, who are the pretenders?
Sahajiyas, Mataji.
Sahajiyas.
All the Sahajiyas are
Sahajari.
pretenders. They act as if they are gopis, but are they really in that bhav of a gopi? No.
No, Mataji.
Yeah, so they are not into that standard because they don't have a spiritual master. They're not chanting the holy name. They're not reading the scriptures. What devotional service is that? It's just whimsical. It's just sentimental. No, that's not, Prabhupada doesn't like it. Once Prabhupada was giving nice lecture, okay, and all the foreign devotees were next to him and they were listening. And these foreigners just came to Krishna consciousness. They don't know anything about bhava, rasa. They are just neophyte devotees. They just started chanting and follow whatever Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says sit, they sit. Prabhupada says stand, they stand. They don't know anything. They're hearing Krishna for the first time. Everything is new. They are learning how to wear a sari, tilak. Everything is new to them. So they were just listening to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was giving class, and suddenly one Brajavasi came near Prabhupada, all the lecture devotees, and they saw these
foreign devotees. We should not discriminate Vaishnavas like that. But it's like, oh, white skin devotee. So Vrajavasis were a little proud ki, oh, these are all mlechas and they are meat eaters and all. We are like born in Braja. We are pure devotees. So that was a Sahajiya, and that person started rolling on the ground and started crying in front of Prabhupada as if he's in bhava stage or in pure devotion. Something like that. The ecstasy symptoms which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated in front of Jagannath. He's called Jaga Jaga and then fall unconscious and then roll on the ground and cry. That's all pure devotional service. But this Sahajiya was imitating. So he was rolling on the ground and he acted as a unconscious. All the foreign disciples, they got up. Prabhupada, see, he's in bhava, he's in prema. Prabhupada didn't bother. Prabhupada's like, get back to class, everyone sit down. And then Prabhupada went on talking. And this Sahajiya, he was acting as if he was unconscious. And then he opened his eyes and saw Prabhupada is not minding him. And nobody is minding him. Then he got up and went from there. Prabhupada smiled and Prabhupada's like, all this is just disturbance to the society. They're not following scriptures. They don't know to reach a bhava stage. Even if somebody is in a bhava stage, will not show off. Like when even Prabhupada was singing Jai Radha Madhav and tears were flowing from his eyes, immediately he wiped it and started the class. He didn't exhibit it, just came out, but he never exhibited. A pure devotee never exhibit his pure devotional service outside. But there is a pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I forgot the devotee's name. Somebody saw a peacock fan. Does anyone remember? Somebody saw a peacock fan and then remembered Krishna and fell unconscious. It was a king. Not king, he was a pure devotee and he saw somebody fanning. Okay, you know this peacock feather, I think every day in temple they do fan Krishna with Radha Govinda. We saw the peacock feather so many days, we never felt anything. But this devotee, just by seeing the peacock feather fan, just remembered how Krishna wears Barha Pitam Natavarapu, and he just fell down unconscious. And somebody came and asked, what happened to you? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because you were, the Ashta Satvika Vihar is there, right? That shivering of the body and tears coming and the hair standing on end and all that symptoms he started exhibiting and he fell unconscious. And his body was jittering and all that. And he got up. So somebody came and asked, what happened to you? Are you okay? Are you okay? Then what did he say? Oh, I have an epilepsy. He said, I just have an epilepsy. Yeah, the king. So some king it was, yeah. So he just said, I just have epilepsy. No, this apasmar, that where epilepsy, where you have jerking of the body and all that. So I'm just diseased. So the king was, this is a devotee, but the king saw it and the king was a Muslim ruler. He was also a nice devotee. He came and said, I also chant the Lord's name. I also do bhakti. So I know you are a pure devotee. You were exhibiting bhava and prema. You were not having epilepsy. So pure devotees, they hide. They don't exhibit the pure devotional service. So if you don't accept scriptures, what happens? We also become sahajiya. So scriptures are very important in our life. They are like, it is said that captain of a ship, which will guide us where to go, where not to go. And the last question of this chapter is the sixth question, like after Krishna's departure, where have religious principles take shelter? Bruhi Yogeshware Krishne Brahmane Dharma Varmani Swam Kashtam Adunopete Dharma Kam Sharanam Gadaha. Since Sri Krishna, the absolute truth, the master of all mystic powers, has departed for his own abode, please tell us to whom the religious principle have now gone for shelter. And that's Bhagavatam, right? So that comes in your third chapter. The answer to the sixth question comes, Krishne Swadama Pagade Dharma Jnanadi Bisaha Kalo Nashta Drisham Esha Puranarko Adunoditaha. Krishne Swadama Pagade. Krishna, after he left to Swadhama, the abode, then what happens? Dharma took shelter of Purana. Which Purana? Bhagavad Purana. Okay, so Prabhupada mentions here that Bhagavatam is a transcendental sound representation of the personality Godhead, and thus it is full representation of the transcendental knowledge and religious principle. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport of first canto, first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Questions by the Sages. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is the 6 questions, the first chapter. So next week, next Friday, no excuse, I'll sum up. Next week, we'll have our first closed book assessment. Now, don't get tensed. Okay, just go prepare through your question bank. Just go through your question bank. That's it. And short questions. Out of 10, you can answer any 8. Okay, any 8 questions. And very short, 2-3 sentences enough. Just, and Sloka exam will be after that. Is it okay? Sloka is first 3 slokas of Bhagavatam. So 22nd, we'll have our closed book unit test 1. 29th, we'll have our sloka. First 3 slokas. Okay. Now, these are the 6 questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. Okay. What is ultimate good for people in general? What is the ultimate good?
Devotional service.
Devotional service, bhakti. What is the essence of all scriptures?
Krishna Bhakti Bhagavatam.
Bhakti or devotional service. So first 2 answers is the same actually. For what purpose did Lord Krishna appear as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva?
To give pleasure to the
To
devotees.
attract the pure
And
souls
attract the
back to
fallen souls.
Godhead.
Explain the fallen conditioned souls. Yes. Which adventures does Lord perform in his incarnations in the sense as the Leela Avatar? What are the activities of his? No, this is Leela Avatar. Next, first was Purusha Avatar. And to whom have religious principle gone for shelter after his departure? That is 1, 3,
Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam. So these are the 6 questions by the sages of Naimisharanya, and the answer links as given. As we see, we'll go to the 2nd chapter covers 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th question. And the 3rd chapter will cover the 5th and the 6th question. Okay. And in between, it has been just explained. Explanation is more. Okay. So this is important. What are the qualifications to receive the transcendental knowledge? Like what are the qualification of a listeners? They should be eager, right? Unless you're eager, you won't be able to listen. And sincere. Sincerely, you should be hearing from the right source. You should see whether that person who's speaking is initiated, who's coming from a bona fide spiritual master, succession, disciplic succession, and approaching with respect. You should think like, oh, this person is younger to me, or this person has come to Krishna consciousness just recently, or this person is so and so, so and so. No, we should not discriminate like that. We should respect the speaker. Submissive hearing. Tatviti pranipatena pariprashnena seva. Submissive it should be. Not be a challenging question. Ki, oh, let me check the speaker, whether that speaker now knows this. No. And hearing step by step. Step by step means hearing from first canto itself, not just jump into 10th canto Rasalila. What are the qualification to speak? This is a Bhakti Vaibav question again. What are the qualification to speak? No material motive. When you take Bhagavatam class, you should not say, oh, this is my dakshina, or this money. Like for example, the Bhagavad Saptah and all is happening in my place and all. It's full of business, tie up with a temple. And like 7 days Bhagavad Katha, this much for you, this much for me, all material motive, which is not right. And free from vice, Gosamis, they should be controller of the senses, spotless in character, well-versed in scriptures, submissive and gentle disciple, stick to the path of predecessors. Actually, one may not be qualified for all this, but still, when we are given one service, we are supposed to do it. And hearing as an act of compassion, knowing well that the age of Kali has already begun. We are assembled here in the holy place to hear at the great length the transcendental message of Godhead, and in this way to perform sacrifice. So this is the best way to counteract the age of Kali. As a great sacrifice, it's an act of compassion, and we need to prepare ourselves for hearing and determination out of love. Okay, so we should be determined to hear about Krishna and go. See, when Shukadeva Goswami was speaking, you heard who all were there in the assembly? Shukadeva Goswami, who's just 16 years old. Right, if you take in the age wise, but he's a liberated.
Narad Muni was there.
Then
Parikshit Maharaj was there.
Goswami.
Goswami.
Who was the main person?
Sudha Goswami was there.
Vyasadeva and Narad Muni.
Vyasdev was his guru, was his father. Still Vyasdev, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas is Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. Even he came and sat to hear. So that's what I think I've told this when some Vaishnava was asked about why you're hearing when juniors take class. When juniors are taking class, why do you go and sit with a book and pen and hear? So that Prabhu said, no, I'm thinking what Prabhupada has to say to me through this devotee today. So whenever somebody sits in Vyasas and somebody takes a class, it's not actually, we are not the doer. We have known that, right? Sometimes you hear your own recording, or you might see that you don't know it, but then somehow Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj helps you to clear the question. So that's why when you go for preaching, we'll be never qualified. We'll be never ready to take a class, but it's actually the Guru's mercy coming. Okay, it's Guru who's empowering you. If you think you're not fit for the service, Recently, me and my friend got a few service in the temple. So we 1 week back, we were thinking, how will we do the service? We don't know anything. We don't know the ABCD of the service. But as days went, first day was little hectic. The second day, third day, it went smoothly. And then it was Krishna's mercy actually. When you start doing the service, Krishna start flowing his mercy through your hands. In the sense, your hand is working, but it's just an instrument. Like a painter has a paintbrush in the hand. The paintbrush has nothing to do. Just have to be there and the painter paints it, right, on the canvas. So who's actually the doer? The Lord, actually. So we just have to go there, be an instrument. Krishna will play with you. Krishna will make you dance as he likes. So the only thing is we should be submissive, and Krishna will personally start flowing the mercy, or it will come through Guru Parampara. But you should put the effort. If you put the effort and sincerely pray, the mercy will come. Because you are all completed Bhakti Shastri and you are expected to preach. But when I approach you, when I call one of some of the devotees here, they're not ready. No, Mataji, no, I'm not ready for taking a class. I'm scared. I'm not qualified. I don't know anything. It's not we are the doer. It's actually Krishna and Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj helping you. Definitely you'll get, once you start preaching, what happens? The mercy will come from the Guru Parampara. Otherwise, what is the use of our Bhakti Shastri certificate? It's just a show. If it's useful only when we start preaching, no? Otherwise, why did you write so many closed book and open book and slokas, cramped slokas? It'll all go for a waste. Use it. And Prabhupada says, the more you give the knowledge, the more you get it, and it improves, it increases. That's how you learn, right? And if somebody asks you a question and you don't know, you just say, I don't know. You don't become small in front of anyone when you say you don't know. And tell that person to tell, or in the sense you can refer and always tell. Nobody can know everything about Krishna. Krishna himself didn't know everything about him. That's why he has to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? So it's nothing wrong that you don't know anything. This is Shastras. This Shastra reveals to you as you get advanced in Krishna consciousness. As Krishna is pleased, Krishna will reveal to you. You can't force Krishna to reveal. You can be a big scholar, read the Shastras, everything, but Krishna won't reveal to you that sweetness. So that will come, but you have to put your effort. Okay. So don't get scared when it is exam. Exam is basically to test how much you have known the subject. Okay. So it won't be strict like Bhakti Shastri. I'm telling you, Bhakti Vaibav is little free, not like Bhakti Shastri. So you don't have to get scared. Just read through the verses, purports, go through the purports, prepare from the open book, and also the handbook. Just go through the handbook also. You all get the handbook, right? You all have the handbook.
Which is that handbook, Mataji?
No, Mataji, we don't have that.
Didn't I share? There's a student's handbook.
Group.
Yeah, it's there in the group. Can you reshare it, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
I've shared it long back when we when we started the class.
You have those
I
question
remember.
answers, Mataji. One is that question answer book.
One is question answer. Then did I share the sloka PPT?
Yes, Mataji. 3 things.
Yes, Mataji.
Question bank,
Shloka PPT you
handbook,
shared.
and the Shloka PPT.
Yeah, I remember shared. Just repost it so that devotees can. So some analogies, some questions are there in the handbook also. Some are there in the question bank. So go through it. Read all the analogies. First chapter is very easy actually. Very easy. You will be able to answer everything.
Mataji, 22nd is the closed book exam.
Yeah, next Friday.
And what about shlokas?
29th. Oh, you want on the
29th.
same day? No, nah. You want 1 week time. That's why giving you time. It will be too much for you to, should I learn sloka? Should I do the closed book? So you finish the closed book or it can be first sloka or closed book, however you like. I don't.
Mataji, this closed book will be not the open book essays, no?
January.
No open book essays for Bhakti Vaibav. You are free.
No.
There's only
Only
presentations.
Only those questions, Mataji, which are the short answers, very short, like short answers and answers.
Both you prepare. You have to go through short and very short.
Very
Okay,
short
Mataji.
and answers.
So, Mataji, roughly how long do we need to write? Mataji, I mean, I just wanted to ask how many words?
2 to 3 sentences would be good.
Okay, Mataji.
Not
Sure.
very short, not
Closed
very
book
long.
One is Mataji closed book short answers and one is closed book questions. That's all.
Yeah, both.
Both.
Okay, just
Yeah.
both.
From both the books, no? Question bank as well as handbook.
Handbook. Go through handbook also. Some questions are there in the handbook. I've seen. Not all.
Chita
But some.
Mataji, you put it in the group.
Yeah, Radhika
From
Mataji.
here, how we will be copy now?
And Madhuri just wanted to confirm what I heard. We don't have to write any open book essays this time in Bhakti Vaibhav, isn't it, Mataji?
Closed book is not there, but there is a presentation where I think you have to do individual presentation as the cantos get over. There'll be
Okay.
a PPT present like
But
some
you'll
of you
give
have
us the
done in level
topic and
3,
time to
level 4.
prepare, no?
Yes, you'll get time.
Yes, Mataji. Sure, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mat-
Anything else?
Yes, Mataji, I wanted to know because no, who said that I wanted many years and many tongues so that I can hear. Means I did not get all the.
Content here. That is one is Prithu Maharaj, one is Rupa Goswami, one is Vilambagalam Thakur. All these are pure devotees who requested Krishna for that.
Mataji, all the demigods came when he was in the womb of the.
Yeah, there is a chapter in Krishna book, no?
Yeah, but Mataji, they knew that Krishna is coming as incarnation.
Yeah, they knew. Why? Because
They knew?
why? Because when Bhumi Devi went as Kamadevi,
The cow.
burden to Brahma, Lord Brahma, and said like, there's so many demons on me and I can't bear the pain. And then Lord Brahma went to Lord Vishnu to pray. And that time Lord Vishnu said, soon I'm coming. It's Dwapar Yuga. I myself will come as Krishna to fulfill. So that's why he went. So they knew, the demigods knew that Krishna is going to come. That's why they all came as the Gopas. All the demigods all came as associates of Krishna actually. All the demigods came down to enjoy the pastime.
And Mataji, Prabhupada and Vishnupad answer is one and the same, no?
Almost. Vishnupad, Prabhupada, with respect you call them almost same. Prabhu is God, Vishnu is God, like Pada means same answer. Okay, anything more? Are we done?
Sorry, Mataji. So, Mataji, in our case, can we say like for us, even our own spiritual masters are like the Prabhupada for us, Vishnupada. They are
But we don't call them as Prabhupada in a sense because their guru is Prabhupada, right? And in ISKCON, Prabhupada means Srila Prabhupada in the sense Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, AC Bhaktivedanta Swami. For us, there is no other Prabhupada because for us, we call out of love. But our Guru Maharaj, we don't call Prabhupada because it's an etiquette because their guru is Prabhupada, right? So we don't call Guru Maharaj as Prabhupada, we say Guru Maharaj. But for us, Prabhupada means A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So like that they call. Now, anybody spoke to Murli Prabhu's relatives?
Mataji, I sent a message, but it's not
Message.
getting delivered.
No reply.
Yes, Mataji, he's not reading the
Not
message.
getting delivered.
Same
only.
here. I want to send a
Since
message.
November, he
No
has not opened the WhatsApp.
Okay. Might be we have to communicate to the sisters or someone. Might be last info we got is he is discharged, right? At home. That's what I heard. Okay, we'll see. Okay, somehow Krishna is saved. And
so you keep preparing, all of you, for next week. We'll see if time permits. We'll start after your closed book. If there is time, we'll start closed book. We'll start second chapter if there is time, because we'll start at 7:30, right? 7 o'clock is okay with everyone? No. Some are not comfortable at 7. I think Radhika Mataji won't be back. Okay, we'll see. Yes, Mataji, 7.
7:30 will be fine.
7:30. So we'll start on 22nd at 7:30. By 8:30, if you finish, might be half an hour. I can start chapter 2, or else we'll do it next time. And 29th, Sloka. Sloka, you have to come in Zoom on your videos and close your eyes and chant. Which better. Actually, another devotee, they have 2 cameras actually. One on the back, one on the front. And that's how they record. But it's okay. Now it's fine. Just you need not learn word to word translation. Whatever you understood from the sloka, you can just tell. It may not be like word to word. Some try to mug up the translation. No use. You won't be able to understand. Just understand the sloka, understand the translation, tell it in your own words. Yes? Okay? Don't try to mug it up, the translation. And slokas, yeah, it should be like Sanskrit pronunciation should be good. Meter, if possible, you can sing in the meter, or else it's okay. But only thing is the clarity should be there. You should know where to stop, and go a little slow. Okay.
We can record and post it, Mataji.
No. First chapter, let's do live. Second chapter onwards, we can think about posting. Just 3 slokas.
Only
Yeah.
one,
I
two,
hope
three.
Mataji, there won't be any questions on the shlokas, no?
No. Slokas is sloka and translation. That's
And
it.
translation. Only
Sure,
1, 2,
Mataji.
and 3,
Thank
Mataji.
you.
Three.
First
Hare
two,
Krishna.
first three.
First,
First.
Actually, 1.1.10 is also important. No, Prayana Alpayusa Sabya, even that is there.
yes, Mataji, it is there.
Oh, I forgot. Then why don't you remember me? That is also there then. 4 slokas.
Mataji, 3 are
No,
okay.
Mataji,
Three
give
are
us
okay.
some
Very
relaxation, no?
Tenth
I
one is
can't
little
compromise.
tougher.
No, 4 is also important. Prayana Alpayusa Sabya Kalavasmini Yukejana Manda Sumanda Madhya Mandabagi Ubhadrata. It's about us. We need to learn that sloka.
Mataji, we can't compare with your IQ.
It's so true.
Sloka out of all the three. First two I know it's difficult. Third one is very easy. All of you can learn the third sloka. Nikama Kalpataru.
And 10 sloka is very easy. It's helpful for you for preaching. Really, it will help you. So many places it will help you. Okay, so 4 slokas. Whatever is in the
We
curriculum.
will not talk more, Mataji, but more
Later on,
sloka
see,
will come.
second chapter, listen, second chapter has more than 10 slokas. But you have to do only 3. You have to learn only 3. So I give you concession there. But first chapter, let's go with
Okay.
the flow. Second chapter onwards, there are 10 slokas to be memorized, but you can do any 3. That's a concession you're getting. Okay, then I think we can close. No more questions. Okay. वांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः विजय पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः नमः कोटि वैष्णव की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।